Good evening, y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank y'all for being here. If you guys are new here, please subscribe. Hit the like. It's a free way to support the channel. We appreciate you being here. Welcome in. We're just giving YouTube a few minutes to let people know that we are live. So it'll be a minute. We're going to get it live on TikTok as well. Turn this down. Hey everybody, hey Montana. Thank you for being here. Who else is here? I can't see who you are. So if you say hi to me, I can say hi back. Welcome. Oh, Montana. Hey
Hello.
Montana.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How you tonight?
I'm chilling.
Good. Give us just a few minutes. We're gonna wait maybe a few more minutes, let people in, then we'll jump in, okay?
All right.
Y'all, I'm gonna go get me a bottle of water. I'll be right back. And then we're gonna start when I get back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back and I'm ready to jump right into this live. Montana, what you up to tonight? Are you bored or what?
Yeah, I'm bored and I was doing some more modding. So
Oh, was you?
yeah.
So I want to start out. A UPS plane has crashed. It is a, what did they call it? Thank you. They call it a, let me see, a MD11. Let's look at it real quick. It's crashed. It's a huge fire. They said this is one of their bigger cargos. It was headed to, leaving Louisville, Kentucky, I believe, and it was headed to Hawaii. They said they do this every day. Not sure what's happened, but 4 people have deceased, and 11 injured at this time. But the numbers are going up because at first it was like they didn't know. Then it was 3 people. Now it's 4 people. So not only probably the people on board, but also below on the ground, like how they crashed. So you'll get to see that. Let me share it. So sorry this has happened right before the holidays. Another plane crash, UPS flight to Hawaii. Okay, let me share.
This things that I want to know now. Now that these planes crashing and stuff like that, can these CEOs of these companies sue the government? I mean, sue the airport and all that for lack of air traffic control?
See, this is where it's exactly where I was going, right? Now, hey Tanya Howe, thank you so much for being here. So this is where I was going, Montana. Like, is this a result of you got air traffic controllers working on a furlough, working for free, going to work, working for free, and now you got planes crashing, like losing lives. So let's take a look at it really quick. It's a mess.
It's, at the end of the day, go ahead. We'll finish watching the video.
Okay. Oh, I gotta press it.
This is the hour of the day where UPS has their one of their many huge departures. And as I look at the north end of the runway where the planes would be lining up, there's several, close to 10 UPS planes that are just holding in place because they have shut down the airport.
So, a cargo plane has crashed.
As much flames as we're seeing, and as much
this is crazy.
Smoke, I've got a feeling this was a plane that was departing the airport that was full of fuel for their long flight to wherever their destination was. Because just the amount of flames that are billowing into the air is just incredible at this time. But yes, unfortunately, where this plane went was a commercial area that perhaps would have a lot of workers that possibly could be down in that area also.
Wow.
Rick, back to you.
Holy crap.
I'm sorry if I can't answer your questions. I'm having major problems with the...
Let's get it off. So there you have it. The plane crashed in an industrial just about 3 hours ago. It crashed in an industrial area, industrial park, where they said there could be tons of workers on the ground, not to mention the people that are on the flight. So far, the latest I've gotten, I'm sure there's some more updated information. 4 people have lost their lives and 11 people critically injured. So far, the numbers could rise before this. So is this part of it? Like, how did they said they do this every day. They just can't imagine what could have gone wrong.
Like, people not caring no more. They ain't getting paid anyway right now.
It's just sad.
So now, like what I was saying was, like, do that open up grounds for lawsuits now? And we talk about millions on top of hundreds of millions for all those injuries and deaths. I mean, unaliving.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then we talking about the damage to a $300 or $500 million plane.
Yeah.
Then we talking about the damage done to a whole factory plant or whatever, industrial plant.
Yep. You talking about all the goods and services that have been destroyed. I mean, it's a trickle effect. It is a trickle effect. I was trying to see if they had a little bit more updated on here information. But again, like, this is like, if this is not something that opens, the administration, whoever is in charge of making the decision to get these people back to work. But what's so crazy, if you hear Jasmine Crockett talk, she talked about how even if when it was open, they were getting rid of some of their greatest workers, their most experienced workers, just getting fired for no reason, from important jobs that mean that, that has people's lives in their hands. And so it had already started getting crazy before even the shutdown.
And then the crazy is how the domino effect is that it forces UPS to sue the government or sue the whoever owns the airport or whatever, because whoever industrial plant was damaged, they gonna have to file an insurance claim for their damages on UPS.
Yep.
So UPS, it forces UPS to counter sue it, you know.
It's a mess. It's a mess. I just wanted to start off showing that piece. It's so we just send up prayers for everybody affected, because now you think about the people that lost their lives, the people that are critically injured, and their families. You talk about people that are on the ground unexpected, now they crack and the fire spread. So like this was a huge plane, and then it was so much fuel because they're trying to get to Hawaii. Soon the moment it crashed, the flames just spread across that entire industrial park. Just sad. Go ahead.
So now this is a wake up for politics now, because now that you have this incident happen today, and y'all cancel all these extraordinary programs that help and aid and assist the less fortunate people to save the government money. And look, y'all gonna have to pay out money now. It's costing y'all money.
A lot of money. Yeah. It's just like, I feel like it's just selfish for what they're doing. And not considering the big picture at all. Like they don't even, if I feel like, and this is just my opinion, I just feel like they don't care.
And then the thing about it is, it's going to get worse, because imagine you got people working these jobs, right?
Yeah.
Imagine how slack they are when they is getting paid. So imagine what it is when they not.
Absolutely.
So it's even worse to come.
It's even, yeah. All right. So anyway, we'll move on. Again, I'll keep following that story and just kind of see what's next. Colorado showed up and showed out today. When was that? When did Colorado play?
Talking about football or basketball? Let's be talking about basketball, because they hit.
Football. Hey, hold on 1 second. Keep talking if you can. I got to take this real quick. But I think it looks like football, Montana.
She couldn't be talking about Colorado football. They football ain't hitting on net this year. They only won like 1 or 2 games this year.
So I don't know who she's talking about.
And just got blown out by Arizona Saturday.
Who's your team that you was watching Saturday? Hold on. You can go ahead and talk. I got to answer this.
I was watching South Carolina State.
Ain't that your team?
Yeah, it's the HBCU. Yeah, the HBCU. Yeah. I'm alone. And my nephew played DB for.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So did they win?
Yeah, they won. Okay. We got like three more games left in the season, or whatever. And he's a top 25 prospect for the NFL combine for the draft.
Your nephew?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Who's with your brother or your sister's kid?
My brother's son.
Okay.
He allowed, I think he maybe allowed 1 catch on him this whole season. Maybe 1 catch. Like quarterback scared to throw to his side because they know it's gonna get picked off. He just, like I said, there's only like 1 catch been made on him this whole season, and they only got 3 more games left. He locks receivers down.
What grade is he in?
He a senior.
He a senior. So he may go to the league?
Yeah. But he don't care if he go, but if he don't care, because I think he graduated, I forgot what his degree in.
So what I'm trying to do is I'm working with this person to get her on as a guest, and she reached out. I didn't see it. So, but anyway, let's move on. What I wanted to talk about today, I want to start with Krishan Rock. I want to start with Blueface. Blueface got out. I'm not sure how much you follow in Montana, but a lot of people are watching. So Blueface gets out, and the minute he gets out, he's not even out a full day, and it's drama. So his baby mama, Jaden, I believe, said that she did not absolutely want Krishan Rock around her children. No way, no shape, no form, no fashion. Well, Krishan is there and decides to go live. She sees the kids. So Jaden is going off like, I'm on my way. I hope you're still there. When I get there, I'm on my way. Not only that, Blueface's mom comes out and allegedly is telling us, because, well, let me finish, telling us that they possibly got some DNA from Junior, which it had been in question if Krishan's child really belonged to Blueface. And so I guess allegedly Krishan hadn't been wanting to get a DNA. My understanding was that it was his child, but it had been in question. So he was with all of his kids, and obviously, allegedly, DNA was taken so that he could, I guess, get a test. Now, how would you feel if your child went to visit their mom, Montana, right? You guys, I got to understand, and it's your baby, it's my baby, and they allegedly secretly took DNA to get a test. What is your feelings about that?
Talking about to see if I'm the dad.
Yeah, it's like, don't know, but y'all, you've been told it's yours, but it's been a little rocky, been in question. And then you drop the baby off and they sneak and get DNA and that just to run a test because they're not sure, but you're thinking it's yours.
I mean, I feel like you could have communicated that with me, and we could have talked about it and made an agreement to,
But
to
I
do
feel
it.
like what happened is like either his mom, or they have been asking for a DNA test. She's like, this is his baby. This is baby. So there was another young man that is unalive now, that he's no longer amongst the living, and he said that's his baby. So it had just been in question. So Blueface been locked up for quite some time now and just got out. And so now on IG Live, Carlissa, which is Blueface's mom, comes out and say she was handed some DNA. Like, I don't know if that's sneaky, or if since I've asked you to take a test, you didn't take it. I'm gonna figure out how to get this test. Like, I don't know what the motive was.
I don't know either, but at the end of the day, yeah, I was in that situation. We could have talked about it. I would be mad too, yeah.
Yeah, I think I would be in my feelings, just because the fact, but
Because if you wanted a DNA, I'll give you a DNA because I want to know if it's mine at this point.
Anyway, right?
Yeah.
But she's adamant that this is his baby. So, but nonetheless, the mom is saying that basically she got the DNA in her hand, and they are pretty much, maybe we'll know.
And the type of guy I am is, even though if the DNA come back not in my favor, that I'm not the father, I still take care of him since I done raised him this far.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm just like, just keep it 1,000, right? Keep it because whether it's mine or not, like, but everybody ain't like you, right? And everybody ain't like that. So, I don't know. It remains to be seen. I don't know. It's been a lot going on with Krishan and Blueface and Carlissa and all of them over there, and he ain't even been out 24 hours, and it's drama. But I'm wondering, can we expect new music from him to get back in his bag and do what he does, or is he going to allow all this drama around him to hold him back? I think that he did come out. The first thing he did was get his kids, collect all his kids, and spend time with them, which is amazing. And his mom was like, he wants to do the right thing. I feel like even if they took a test and it's not his, the way he love and hugs on that baby, I feel like he would still, like you, Montana, still be in the baby's life, regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because at the end of the day, you'd have created a whole, you done got attached.
relationship.
Yeah, relationship.
Yeah. Baby has some developmental issues, it looked like, but he's like loving all over that baby. And I thought it was special. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I was just talking about Krishan the other day. She was talking about, when we was talking about the entertainment business, and she was crying, boo-hooing, talking about the Zeus Network and how they have her and her sister fighting against each other. And now here she is with drama with Blueface and Jaden, and it's a mess. It's a mess. So we'll continue to watch that. Let's move on. Let's move on to Tony and let's move on to the Braxtons. Of course, we always got something to talk about with them lately. So I'm not sure who all saw the trailer, the little movie that Tamar made. Not the little movie, because the little short movie, it was amazing. My concern and what people are talking about is Mendices, which is Yandy's husband, was in this short film, and they was like having sex scenes and they was kissing, and Yandy hasn't said anything about it. What I think, I'm just gonna say what I think. I think Yandy approved it. Like, they didn't disrespect Yandy. I don't think he went behind her back, and now it was such a shock to Yandy. I feel like he's a married man, and but people do it. Married men do it every day. Like, they go on set and they have sex scenes and they kiss and all that. But it was something about, people didn't like the fact that Mendices was in that short movie, being the husband to Yandy, and maybe he shouldn't have played himself or been in the movie at all. So, but anyway, that wasn't, I just brought that up. What I was gonna say is, I saw the interview with Carlos King and Tamar, and one of the questions that they had asked Tamar, that Carlos asked Tamar, was, we've been seeing all this friction back and forth with the sisters, like as though they hate each other. And we know that as they were growing up, Tony was the superstar of the family, but she kind of brought her sisters along and put them, it is so hot in here, brought her sisters along and allowed them to sing background for her. And of course, Tamar is the youngest, and eventually Tamar came out and was background singer as well. So the question to Tamar was, okay, Tamar, do you feel like once you became this pop out superstar now, and you're getting all this fame and you're very successful, is that when the problems started happening? And she said, yeah, it's about that time when it started happening. She said it just out of the blue, nowhere started happening. He asked if the reality shows caused more problems for their relationship as sisters, and if it wasn't a reality show, if it was never a reality show, do she think the relationship would be like it is? And she was like, she believes that when she started gaining fame and people started knowing her even more, that her sisters got jealous because the other sisters weren't really like into singing. They can sing, they all can sing, but they weren't into singing. And Tamar was like, it was always Tony. So when she came out, they kind of got jealous of her. For me, I think that whether the reality shows came out at or not, whether they were on set with the reality shows or not, they were still going to be jealous to a point, because she was still going to be who she was. She was still going to gain the success that she has gained, because that's just Tamar. And if you look back over all the reality shows, Tamar has not ever really changed who she is. Tamar has remained Tamar. She has remained that personality she has. She has stayed true to herself. And so in the entertainment business, I think the best thing that you can do for yourself is to be true to yourself. And that's what Tamar has been, and she has been very successful. When we look at Tawanda now, Tawanda like got Tamar paying her down payment on her house. Tawanda's stealing money off of Tamar's credit cards. And so I think it's just like a jealousy thing, but Tamar's very talented. And she was going to have that success anyway. And it's just so unfortunate that sisters would come against each other the way that they are. Instead of celebrating Tamar, they're hating on her. So I wanted to share that about her and to have y'all go over anybody. I know this is not anything that Montana cares about, but to go over to Carlos King and listen to Tamar's full interview, because Tamar these days is just not biting her tongue about nothing no more. It was alleged that, when they had that fight, Tawanda was like, let's just call the police on her. Let's call the police. Well, now the allegations are that Tawanda could possibly be going or be in charge for stealing money from her sister's credit cards. So that's a huge big deal. So we'll see about that. We'll see what's happening with that. In other news, P. Diddy is getting all comfortable and settled in at Fort Dix, but there are other criminal charges coming down the pike for him. Earlier on, last couple of months, his mom was also involved in some civil lawsuits, but it ended up being thrown out. So she kind of got a win on that. Just today, we're finding out there's another lawsuit coming out against her, his mom. And I just feel like it's going to be a lot of that. I don't think Diddy's just off the hook right now. Just go do your time, get out, move on with life. I think it's going to be a lot more than that. But there are some criminal charges coming down the pike for P. Diddy, which is why I thought that Judge Subramanian didn't want him too far away from the MDC, because he knew there were going to be more charges. But anyway, that's P. Diddy. That's the latest on him.
But at the same time, those people who suing them, they ain't gonna get nothing, because how can, and their lawyers just taking their money like a dummy, because how can you sue somebody for something they already doing time for and paying for?
Yeah, so here's my question. I'm glad you brought that up, Montana. But he's doing time for something that is very similar to what everybody else is saying, right? But it's different people, right? So how come they can't recover money, whatever they're looking for, even though it's the same stuff, it's different people?
I mean, at the end of the day, you see what kind of lawyer he has.
Yeah.
Whatever he did to those people was a part of what he was charged with anyway. What they suing for, that's what he was charged with anyway. So how can you charge me if I come out of prison? How can you charge me sue me and make me pay for allegations that I already did time for?
So that's kind of hard for me, because if there's going to be there's a ton of people that claim he did them wrong.
But they ain't coming out now till after I done started my time.
Yeah. But some of them they've just been on hold. But now there's some new charges like what you write that's coming out today that we heard of. So yeah, I don't know. But like we knew, though, regardless of whatever happens, there's a ton more, whether it's civil, whether it's criminal, that he's got to face and do something with it. He's got to do something with them, or they're not going to throw him. I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot. But I guess it just remains to be seen, because I don't think that you can say, well, just because he got convicted and he's doing time on whatever he's doing time on, and then I come and say, this is what happened to me, well, he already doing time, so never mind about you. Like, I don't think they can do that. I think they
I
have to
mean, you
address
had
it.
all these
They have
years to
to,
claim. You had all these years to claim what you needed to claim,
right? But everybody else did too.
and that's something that, and that's something that that the criminal justice system failed at. You know, and need to fix, because that's a loophole. You know, how can you sue me for something that happened 10, 15, 20 years ago?
Yeah.
It should be a stipulation on that.
But this show is happening. It's definitely happening.
That's just crazy, man.
Mm-hmm. They
I
go ahead.
I stay in prison at this point. Oh,
Yeah.
for
But
real.
people want out. But whether he stay or go, they're coming for him. They just gonna continue to come for him. So anyway, we're gonna continue to watch these new charges that's coming down the pike on him. And then I don't know.
Hey, you remember that movie National Security with Martin Lawrence when she
Yeah,
got assaulted by that white officer?
yeah.
And you remember when they locked the white officer up, and then all them black men was trying to get at him he hit the officer and they took him back to lockup so he could be separated from him. That's what he need to do with all these lawsuits coming after.
Yeah, he got me. Just keep me. He got it. He got to run for his money, and then it's involving his mom too. Some of the civil charges. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think what reason his mom is probably getting pulled into it is because a lot of stuff is in her name, possibly. Like I
They
don't know.
can't listen. They can't do nothing now. If all that stuff in his mama name, they can't do nothing. Cause listen, you remember this right here. You remember this was a year and a half ago. You remember when Tom Brady got a divorce with his wife,
Yeah.
and he already had stuff set up in his kid's name or whatever for them to have money.
Right.
And when him and his wife finalized divorce, she tried to sue him for half of everything he had. And the judge ordered that, I can't give you half of what he got because everything that Tom Brady owned, it was in his mom's name. All his houses, all his property, everything was in his mom's name, so she couldn't get nothing. And he was smart with that.
Oh wow. I thought there was a way around that.
No, so they can't get nothing.
Okay. Because I really thought it was a way around it in the fact that people know that they're purposely putting it in their mom's name. But I guess so it can't be touched though.
And then you was his wife the whole time, and you ain't knew the house you was staying in was in his mama name.
Wow. Because they was married forever. So she had to know and she had to agree. I mean, she had to be okay with it.
But that
So
was
anyway,
smart on his behalf.
they're saying a lot of or most of his stuff is in his mama's name.
Yeah, so they ain't getting that because his mom ain't got nothing to do with what he got going on.
But the crazy part about it is his mom's name keep coming up in lawsuits.
Yeah, because I guess she the breadwinner, but at the same time, you can't get nothing from her. You only if he ain't got nothing, you ain't gonna get nothing.
Okay, he ain't got it, you can't get it. That's a fact. So
But yeah, it's just crazy stuff, man. So what y'all people doing for Thanksgiving?
So what we are doing, I'm sorry, I was still looking for something. But for what we're doing, we're gonna have company come to town, our family come to town. So we'll probably be at my house or my mom's house. I'm not a cook. I don't be cooking
It's just so crazy how Christmas coming up again next month.
already. That quick.
This year went by fast.
It did. Went by fast. Already getting ready to be Thanksgiving. So what does your family usually do, Montana?
Everybody come home and go to my aunt house next door. My family from Maryland and New York and stuff.
Oh, you have family in Maryland and New York?
Yeah, my mama's side.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
In
It's okay.
Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Where's how close is South Carolina to New York?
Probably about 11 hours.
Oh, that's not close.
Yeah, about 11 hours because we got to go through North Carolina, Virginia, um, Maryland, Pennsylvania, then New York.
Yeah. It's So have you been following Jasmine Crockett?
I used to. She's starting to get aggravating to me.
She is just like going in on everybody.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, she's her mouthpiece. She got a mean mouthpiece now. When she
She
put her words together, now
she
because she a lawyer,
yeah, she's a lawyer.
and and she make a good lawyer, but I don't think politics is for her. She need to talk like that in courtrooms.
Oh, she was like, yeah, because she was like, because baby, and the Caucasian lady was like, I'm not your, no, she was like, because child, she was like, I'm not your child. That's what the Caucasian lady said. And then the Caucasian lady said, we can take it outside. I was like, are they really doing this in this room?
And then the thing about it is, let me tell you about her now. And I'm not this is who I am. Some of y'all might not like it, but I'm gonna give you the truth. She ain't scared to bite her tongue. She say what she feel, even in the Congress meetings and all. Like she's telling, she get on the people and all, and call them racist and all that in their face.
I seen it.
When I seen her, I said she doing too much. The government gonna end up giving her kill unalive.
Mm,
I mean, I ain't say kill unalive because
mm.
she doing too much. I'm just being real. When you do too much like that, that's what they do. Because you're not gonna make them look bad.
Ooh,
I'm just being real. Why you think Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton they don't do too much? Why you think we blaming them for what we still facing today? And why you think they don't do much? Because they sit their behind down and mind their business. You ever
that's
seen you ever seen government movies where you seen movies where they be sending secret services to carry out different hits on government officials?
I see that, but I'm just like,
That's in
that's
real that happens in real life.
no, but that's a strong statement, though, Montana.
Bro, listen, but listen, they do that in real life.
Yeah,
I mean I like the lady, but
I
I'm just being real. Like she like that type of stuff you doing too much, and they get rid of you like that.
that's crazy. What did Tanya say? She said, "Why didn't this come out at the time of trial?" So it's all about the money. Yeah. So Tanya. So also there were because this is a new one, right? And so people have that same question. This is back to Diddy, Montana.
Mhm.
Kind of what you were saying, like you trying to come out, after now I'm serving time or whatever.
You wait till he gone broke. So
So even if they trying to get some money, like I think they on the late train on that. I think that he's not. I mean, when you are spending that kind of money and ain't no money coming in, eventually you gonna look up and that money gonna be gone. And for there now, just to that conversation, there are several lawsuits that happened that were put on hold because of the trial, but then now this new stuff coming down the pipe, right? And so I see what you're saying. Like, why now? And what do you plan to gain from it? This man is locked up now, and he was the breadwinner. He was the one bringing the money in. So, but now
yeah.
he's locked up. He can't bring no money. And so now, what do you stand to gain? I don't know. She said that is BS. It's all about the money.
But yeah, I just I apologize if if I roughen up a little feathers, but I just had to keep it all the way 100. We all know this.
So yeah, not that much. I mean, I love your the way you look at things, Montana, and how you present them. It's just that that was kind of a strong statement, and I hope that doesn't happen. But the reality of the thing is that she's sitting up in them rooms with them people, and she's telling them,
Listen,
exactly what's on her mind. She's not cutting no corners. She don't care. If that's how she feel today, that's how she gonna give it to you.
listen, and then these people that she's talking to in these rooms and in these meetings, they powerful people.
They powerful people.
That's why I said what I said. I ain't mean I'm just being real. I love the lady, and that's you know what I'm saying. I like the way she bringing up certain stuff that these other senators don't say and scared to say.
Scared to say.
Yeah, but
She
at the
ain't
same
scared.
time, these people who she talking about it clowning in their face, these are powerful people and could cover up their stuff, their dirty work.
That's kind of like we was talking about how um when the government, like this shutdown, right? And the
Right.
government has the funds to fund the food stamps, the EBT, the benefits, right? And somehow the funds ain't being dispersed because maybe the funds are missing because
Yeah.
maybe somebody to win took the funds.
Yeah. And then she the only one screaming, but her other people, other members of her party ain't doing nothing but sitting there watching her, sending her out there to do their dirty work. Basically.
Yeah, how I got connected to looking at her is she was talking about Donald Trump, and she was just like she was going in. You hear me? And then she was
Yeah.
like, we're gonna make for sure you don't do another term." And I was like, "Oh, let me see who this is. Who is she?" And so that's how I started digging into
And
who she
then, and then, but then another thing is you're gonna hold attorney, a criminal defense attorney, and all.
is.
But the same, but what I don't respect now, I got my things against her too now. Now I like how you talk for the people and talk for the poor the poor neighborhoods and the poor community. But when you was a lawyer, a poor man couldn't even get you to represent them.
Right, right.
These same poor people that you trying to represent, they couldn't even retain you. They couldn't even afford to retain you. You think you care about saying, "Hey, I'm gonna do it pro bono so I can help this man, yeah, because I know he innocent." No, you was about your money, your bag.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. You was about your bag, and probably wanted $100,000 for you for a case, or at least
Mhm.
75,000. And if you ain't had that, it wasn't no need to talk to her.
Right. Yeah, that's a lot. So no, who can afford that? Shoot, even a rich person can't afford that.
I mean, a rich person can afford it, and a street, a man, who work the streets can,
Yeah, yeah.
or a man who own a business and in some trouble can,
That's a lot of money for an attorney. I don't care. That's a lot.
because she high profile. That's why.
Yeah. I guess you get what, you get what you pay for.
But that's the only thing that I had against her. But other than that, I like her. She say things that the others, basically the Democratic Party, they use her to do their dirty work because they know she ain't scared about her tongue.
Yeah, she said, I'm telling you, y'all, we talking about Jasmine Crockett. If y'all just go to YouTube and put Jasmine Crockett, you'll see a lot of videos about her. Just look at one of them. Just look at one. It's crazy. Because I never seen nobody talk to them like that.
But a lot of stuff that you see in those government movies they be watching about the White House, the movies about White Houses, about you remember the movie what it was when Jimmy Fox was president, White House Down and all those movies,
Mm-hmm.
where you have secret services, they be dirty and all that. That
Mm-hmm.
goes on in real life. They wouldn't make a movie about it if it wasn't real. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
It's true.
Because who come up with that concept if that ain't going on, if it don't happen?
It's crazy. So y'all go check her out. Like, you'll be like, dang, if you haven't already. So really, we didn't really come here tonight for anything particular. We just want to keep our momentum going and come live. I thought you would talk a little more about your football stuff.
I mean, you know, you really into no football.
No, I'm not. But I talk about stuff you ain't into.
If you put me on point about it earlier, I'd read into it and get on point about it.
Yeah, we'll do it another time then. What you got coming up on Saturday? Who's playing?
See, I don't watch nothing but HBCU football. I don't watch none of them Texas and Oklahomas, none of them schools.
Mm-hmm.
So you got, you know, South Carolina State versus Howard. Yeah, we got Howard this weekend. This our last home game of the season.
And then it's football.
This our basketball season already done started. Our basketball team had their first game yesterday. They played Louisville in Kentucky.
Yeah. All right. Well, I was waiting on them interviews and stuff.
Right Sound supposed to be doing basketball witnesses basketball season now.
Yeah, it's getting ready to start. He said he ready too. We just gotta.
So what we gonna do basketball?
He need a
what
set date that y'all gonna do it on
a Wednesday?
On a Wednesday.
Yeah, we can do Wednesday.
We'll see what he got on Wednesday and what time works best for him. When do you want to start?
We could do 8:30.
Okay, I'll tell him. I'll see what he say then, and get that situated so they can have that night to do that. That might draw some interest for me to go look. I don't know. Go watch.
At least, and then that'll draw more men and stuff to the.
Yeah.
And we need to start doing stuff from the. I got to show you how to do it from the YouTube app.
Yes, because I think
trolls was on something else this morning, bro.
Well, the other day you didn't come on. Bridget was there. She didn't have a rent. I was like, Bridget, you gonna have to help because they was on fire, and I can't see them, especially if I'm driving. I don't be.
But at the same time, you know, I don't like trying to block them or none of that because they do kind of as a view and a comment to go in the algorithm.
Yeah, that's true.
Just ignore it.
Or can you time them out for a little bit?
I'll be timed. The one earlier, I timed them out for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Because you know, you every channel got trolls.
It's true.
And sometimes the trolls bring the entertainment.
That's why you just gotta have a backbone and just accept it. This just is what it is. You don't know. I ain't like they your best friends.
I'm gonna be doing. I supposed to start it Saturday, but I'm gonna be going live. Probably 3 days a week.
Oh, okay.
What I'll be doing is reacting to different videos. With comedy type stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know, roast the videos or whatever.
Okay. Well, let us know. Let us know.
I'll be going in. Them people could be hating. Them people could be hating me. Well, I'm gonna love it, but they could get it too.
It's gonna be funny. All right. Well, anyway, so I'll be looking forward to that too. But I'll give it right and see what he says about that time and that day.
Okay. And
Tanya, sorry, Tanya. So I think Tanya's new here, and Tanya's sorry that we just came on live just to talk. We didn't really have a lot to talk about tonight, but we want to always stay consistent. So we go live pretty much every night unless something comes up. On the weekends is really good. We just out here. You know, today is just a slow day. But normally we do have good conversations going on. So I hope you do come back. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you'll think about subscribing as well. Anybody else that's on that I haven't said hello to or I didn't see, Hello, I'm sorry. But when you come in, say hi to me so I know you here. Again, I appreciate y'all. Montana is going to be going live too. He's going to be doing something totally
I'm getting
different.
my stuff together now, y'all. Trying to I got my producer. I'm gonna have a producer that do my live or whatever. And I'm just trying to get them on point when to start.
Yeah.
That's all.
So we'll keep y'all posted on that. But in the meantime, we're gonna go, and we hope that you guys will join us again tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. Montana, I shall talk to you later.
All right.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
All right.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.